Okay, nice. Do you hear me? Okay. Let's wait a couple minutes while people connect and then I'll start. So, if you join us, this is the semi-final, the first semi-final between Chicken Dean and Flamingo of the 4-on-4 Cup. And it seems like both teams are highly ready and motivated in the room. We will start any moment as soon as they are finishing up their strategies and everyone's getting ready. They're warming up right now. And sure, no, he has some weird setup on it that works. So, say in the comments who you think is gonna win. It seems like in the pre-game write-up, the favorites are Chicken Din to win this game, according to the Haxcups community. Well, I have an interview from both managers, as W said he has nothing to say, and Hapones said he's highly confident and trusts his team. He said that in Portuguese, and the Brazilians were practicing in a public room while the Chicken Din were playing against Super Acquaintances, a warm-up game. So we will start anytime soon. They are finishing up discussing strategies and who's gonna be the starting lineup. We have Chavo the Loch who's gonna start. Hashtag is on the bench. And the game is gonna start now. The countdown is underway and the game has started now. With Chicken Din having W's, Quebec, Hesse, and Surprisor as the starting lineup, while Flamingo has Diego Tardelli, TNT, Chavo del Ocho, and Japones right now. The Chicken Din are on offense. Difficult situation for the Brazilians. Well, counterattack now by Japones, who passes to Chavo. TNT is gonna have this first shot. He misses. DX. Oh, great ball there by Japones. Diego Tardelli's got an opportunity to pass to Chavo, but he misses the pass. Both teams seem really nervous on their starting seconds, and the first goal is gonna be important for their confidence of the first. Whoever scores first is really gives a little boost of confidence. It seems like the Brazilians missed that opportunity after a triple bomb from Japanese, and now they gave an easy goal for Chicken Din, who are taking the lead, and that's gonna improve their mood. So both captains said they were highly confident in taking the win. Off the record, always said he was confident, and Japones also said the same on their group chat in Facebook. So this is best of three. Whoever wins the first, we're gonna see at least two games between these two teams, and assuming one team wins two of them, that's gonna be it. Oh, now Chavo misses a clear opportunity for the Flamengo, and he's gonna counterattack. Chavo misses now a defensive shot. Chavo not looking very sharp right now. Not sure why he's starting though. He's haven't played at all in this cup. I think only one game, and he's not doing too well in the FSP this season. While the other four people on this Brazilian team are playing together on the same team, so they have strong champ. Still a really close game, only one goal in 2 minutes. Both teams taking a lot of care on defense. The Brazilians had two opportunities so far, but didn't take any of them. Now Skepek waiting for his team to project themselves. TNT now alone on the defense against W. Clearing the way. Hesse takes the shot, is saved by TNT on the net. Great defense there by TNT. Now Chavo has an opportunity and misses the shot. Wide, very wide. He shot the corner. Hesse seems to be the goalkeeper of the red team of Chicken Dynasty. Now Japones is gonna face W on a gym battle. He seems to have won it by a slight margin. Chavo is not looking sharp on the moment when he's about to score. He's not looking sharp at all. Let's give a counter attack to Hesse. Interesting move there by Japones. Now Chavo on goals. That was a really bad move from Chavo. He just could have saved that instead of just gave a goal to Hesse. It's 2-0 now for Chicken Din. The first period of the first game. Now Diego Tardelli loses control and W steals the ball from him. Now it's 3-0 for Chicken Din. Is taking the lead of this game. And they're not looking particularly stronger than the other team. It's just that three slight mistakes from the Brazilians have costed them those 3 goals. But so far, the game is looking even. That's my opinion, of course. If you give away too many goals in the first period, it's not gonna be good for the rest of the game, and you can quickly lose a game in the first period. Just a few goals is enough. They need to score now, or just at least one goal for to stay on game. And just as they say that Subracer is gonna score another one, and it's 4-0 for the Chicken Din, and Japón is gonna have to make some changes for second period. Probably should bench Chavo Ocho. Hashtag's been playing really good in this cup, and so far it's 4-0. The Brazilians not scoring any of their opportunities. Chavo missed 3 opportunities. Now another gives another ball to the counter attack. Now Surpriser passes to Hesse. Diego Tardelli intercepts it. Great defensive movements by the Chicken Din. No one's taking the scoring opportunities for the Brazilians. Japones in front of the net. It's gonna clear. Chavo is gonna score the first goal of the Brazilians, and it's 4-0. Important goal to heading to the second game. And Japones passes right after the goal with 10 seconds to go, first period. Chavo saying the same as I'm saying. 2 silly mistakes, and they gave away 3 goals. So it's still a manageable score, as Chicken Din missing some key players, Lager and no, only Lager is missing. While they have Roseby and Quartilino on the bench. Quartilino with seemingly some connection problems. Oh, and Happiness was passing to try to score on those last 3 seconds, but right now it's 4-1 for Chicken Din. And Shirano is typing in on the chat. Wait, so Happiness keeps the same team for this game? W also keeping the same lineup. Only +3 for the Chicken Din. So far they're winning. Now the content is underway and the second period has started. Chavo taking the kickoff. Japones is gonna trick shot on the wall and scores. It's only +2 now for Chicken Din. Let's see if the Brazilians improve while being on the red team. Might sound silly, but for some players and teams, they prefer a lot playing on red than blue because of the positioning of your fingers on the keyboard. Oh, TNT misses a defensive move and OU scores +3 now again. Diego Tardelli is telling his team some strategies in Portuguese. And TNT now driving the ball carefully. Hese's gonna steal it and Chavo flies by and not too strong still. In my opinion, Chavo should have been saved for the second game. If anything, so Brycer takes a shot. Chavo with a good bound there on defense. Flamengo trying to counterattack. Great play there by Japones, who steals the ball between two players. Now TNT on offense against four players. A lot of players on defense right now from the Chicken Din. Diego Tardelli taking a while to come and it's gonna cost him a goal. Jesse forces an own goal from Japones. And now it's +4. Starting to slip out for the Brazilians. Counter-attack for Surprise. Japones steals the ball in the midfield. Chavalocho takes a shot, but it misses. W counter-attacking. Diego Tardelli controlling the ball on the midfield now. Chicken Din are coming quickly to defense after their bumps. Brazilians are flying by a little bit, especially Chavo is not very accurate on the bumps right now. Just to say that TNT scores a great rocket shot. There is hope for the Brazilians. They're not looking particularly weak, just making small mistakes. And now TNT is gonna have an open net, and Japones tries to score, but only on goals. Only +2 now for Chicken Din, so we might be seeing a comeback. Now Surpriser is gonna take the shot. Oh, TNT gets ankled and tricked by Surpriser, scores. +3 again. A lot of goals this period, different than the last period. We just saw a lot of defensive moves now. There's a lot of goals in this period. So Brazilians obviously stronger on red than on blue. Skepek takes a shot, but it's very weak and it's intercepted by Japones. Oh, dangerous situation now for the Brazilians as 3 of the Chicken Din are on offense. Chavo's saving it on the net. Some ball hogging now by Chavo. It's getting on the way of his teammates. It's gonna cost him a goal as he just steals the ball from him. Nice +4 for Chicken Din. It's the second period of the first game. Starting to escape from the Brazilians and starting Chavo now team bumping Japones and Diego Tardelli. Chavo is good with the ball, but he's not really good bumping, and he's been showing these signs during the FSB games this season, especially. Things seem okay for both teams. We saw a lot of drama in one of the quarterfinals between the Russians and the Brazilians. And now Diego Tardelli scores after some good bounce by TNT and Chavo. Only +3 again. The Chicken Din has to be careful because at any time these Brazilians start scoring and they're really dangerous. Now Japones takes the shot, he's really weak, he missed the X. Now Japones Chavo team bumping TNT when he was about to score. 4 people from Chicken Din on defense. Chavo's gonna bump, but very weak. Surpriser steals the ball. Diego Tardelli now trying to clear the way forward on offense from Chicken Dean against only TNT. Subrazer tracks the trick shot but misses. Interesting defensive bound there by Japones. Now no one's taking the ball now for the Brazilians. With 1 minute to go, they should score one more to have the game alive for the third period. And Jose's gonna take a quick shot on counterattack. Chavo misses the ball. He's waiting and he's gonna do this trick shot on the wall. He always does it, but he had the entire way to pass up. Now this is gonna be +4. W is passing. Hashtag is starting to say similar to what I'm saying. He's for a substitute to fight with him right now on the chance. So probably gonna get benched on the next game or at least on the third period. Right now it's +4, but TNT takes a shot from the midfield and makes it +3 only. So there's hope for the third period. And let's see if there's any substitutions for any team. W keeps his same team. It's a good idea not to change anything if you're winning. So good decision there by W. And Happiness is gonna keep Chavo on the field. Same lineup for both teams. And interesting decision by Happiness. They're not looking that bad. It's only losing by 3 goals, but there's been some team bumps and mistakes by Chavo in particular. Hashtag has pointed it out also in the chat. Content is underway for the third period, and Happiness has started the game. So +3 for Chicken Dean. Kickoff by W is get well defended by TNT. Difficult situation now for Chicken Dean. Good bounce there by Chavo. Diego Tardelli is gonna take a shot and misses. Big mistake there by Diego Tardelli. She just scored it. TNT with an opportunity, but 3 of the Chicken Dean on the net right now. Chavo comes flying and takes a shot. Now some interesting pass. But Chavo ball hogs a little bit there. Should have passed on the second attempt. Opponent steals the ball on the midfield. Good bounce there by Chavo. TNT is going to take a shot and scores. Only +2 for the Chicken Dean. We could be seeing a comeback from the Brazilians. Let's see if it happens. Well intercepted kickoff. The Brazilians have an opportunity now. Chavo's going to... Good play there by Chavo. Japonés stops. Why is there stopping? And that was very weird. Japonés just stopped. He could have scored, but well, his team scored anyways. And well, +2, +1 now for Chicken Dean. We're starting to lose their cool. And Surriser now against Diego Tardelli, who's on defense. Japonés passes to Diego Tardelli. Counter-attack for the Brazilians. Japonés with a strong shot defended by Surriser. Chicken Dean looking really weak right now on defense, are getting hammered on the third period. Let's see if they can keep up their 1-goal lead. TNT's open net's not strong enough. Now Skipek's gonna take the counter attack and it's gonna score now +2 for Chicken Dean. Chicken Dean still leading. Oh, Japones with a great boost on Diego Tardelli and scores only +1. Only +1 for Chicken Dean. So Chavo with a triple team bomb, but steals the ball from Diego Tardelli. Is controlling the ball. TNT clears the way for him, and the game is tight. And the game is tight right now. The Brazilians are pulling a comeback right now. Another kickoff by W, well defended by TNT. Chavo waiting to pass for his teammate, but the pass is really bad and it's intercepted by Jesse. Now Japones with the ball, Chavo Lecho with the ball. He's driving into the other side of the area. Now great bounce by TNT and Japones, and Diego Tardelli takes a really good shot on the corner and scores, and the Brazilians take the lead of this game. With 3 minutes to go, Chicken Dinner have been collapsing this period. Another counter-attack now by Brazilians. Dangerous situation for Chicken Din, who are not using their counter-attack opportunities like in the previous two periods. Now they finally have a good opportunity here on the counter-attack, and he's just gonna take it and scores. The game is tied again. Chavalocho taking the kickoff. Japones clears the way. Chavalocho now getting in the way. Japones passes to Diego Tardelli, but the pass is bad. Very tense game right now for both teams. Skepek takes a shot from the midfield and it's wide. Japones now steals the ball and is counter-attacking. Strong X there by the Brazilians. W with a great defensive move, and Diego Tardelli is now waiting for the bounce. He's gonna hit the wall with the ball. TNT tries to force his way into the net, but he's facing Skepek, who's really strong with the X. Chavo now passing to Japones. Japones is gonna try to score that. Tricks Ese and scores. Great score, great goal there by Japones. Nice +1 again for the Brazilians with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. The Brazilians are leading now after losing the first two periods, and they're playing some amazing third period right now. See if they can keep up, and no changes for any of the teams. Diego Tardelli takes a shot. Japones clears the entire Chicken Din defense. A nice +2 for Brazilians. It's escaping from the Chicken Din. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go from the third period, and the Brazilians are leading this game. Now Chavalocho steals the ball. Japones almost scores, but W saves it. TNT comes flying. Chavo steals the ball from Jesse. Now Skepek on defense against 3. His team is coming back now. W almost on goes, saves it. Now Chavo forces an angle from W, and it's +3 for the Brazilians. The Chicken Din are getting hammered on this period. Only 50 seconds to go, but Jesse scores. +2 again. +2 for Brazilians. 40 seconds to go, and Diego Tardelli is gonna score another one. The Brazilians are gonna take this game unless something crazy happens. We'll see a second game right after, so don't leave. And I think this scoreline is surprising a lot of people on the chat who are underestimating the Brazilian champions. So Brazilian champions of the SFB. And now, with 30 seconds to go, the Brazilians are gonna take this game. TNT is gonna score another one. Is +4, and he slowly walks it into the net. So W is gonna have to think different strategy for his second game, or the finals are gonna escape from the great bombs there by Skepek. Cleared 5 people off the way. W scores. Cherno is gonna write the score in the end in the chat, please. And so I'm lost track. The Brazilians are gonna win the first game. So now we have the second game. And the Brazilians will start on the red team this game. Japones seemingly is gonna keep the same lineup. Why not? And W is seemingly gonna keep the same lineup too. It should change something in my opinion. Surprise for Wayne AFK. He just wrote AFK and went away. Is he escaping from the defeat? So Surprisor seems to be bench himself. He's not replying to his captain, who's worried about this game right now because it's escaping from him. The finals are the second favorite team to win this cup, according to community sentiment. And pretty much everyone I read on the chat was predicting a win from the Brazilians. So now Jose has rejoined. Quartelino, W, Jose, and Skepek are gonna be the lineup. So Surpriser is gonna get benched. He's probably bench himself. Jose is gonna be the goalkeeper of the European team, and the Brazilians are W's team already. And the countdown has started. The game has started. TNT is not moving. Happiness takes the kickoff. Oh no, Chavo takes the kickoff. Chavo taking a while to have this ball from. So this is a second game, a completely new game, and Chavo almost scores the first game. Now his ball hogging a little bit. He almost causes a goal for W. He just stole the ball from the midfield. Both teams again looking very nervous on the first seconds of the game, while they get shame and confidence. Quartelino's looking a little cold, but he was playing. They were playing a warm up game against Super Acquaintance. I was told. I'm not sure how he played, though I couldn't see it, but pretty sure Quartelino was playing. Good back pass there for Quartelino. They still have Rosby on the bench as an alternative. Now TNT making some mistakes on defense. So far, 1 minute and 0 goals. No one is taking the lead on this game. TNT clearing the way for Diego Tardelli. Diego Tardelli is gonna take this counter attack, but 4 people from Chicken Dinner on defense. A really interesting game so far. So the Brazilians pulled an amazing comeback on the last game and took it. So if they win this game, they're gonna advance to the finals. Let's remember the other semifinal is gonna be played. Oh, great shot there by Chavo. Or no, I'm not sure who. It wasn't Chavo. It was, I think it was TNT who came flying full speed and the ball just jumped into the net. Great shot there, and the Brazilians are gonna take the first goal of the second game. A lot of KKK going on now. The Brazilians. When the Brazilians start winning, it's really hard to come back against them because they start getting very confident and playing a lot of trick shots. But I think W's team is strong enough to at least win this game and try to get a third game forced. But they need to be more confident. They're looking a little shaky and undecisive. They started very well on defense and then they just collapsed mentally on the third period. Now W takes a great ball from the midfield and scores. Just 1-1 now. Hashtag still on the bench for the Brazilians as an alternative. If things go wrong, he's right now one of the, if not, yeah, one of the top 3 or top 4 players of the FSB. So he's a great alternative. Now Chavo gives the ball to Skepek, who almost scores. W almost scores again, but TNT's there on the net to save it. 4 chicken din players on the offense right now. Opponents with a great clear. Quartelino now defending it. Only 2 goals in 3 minutes again in the first period. We saw the same last game. A really low scoring first period, and the second period just exploded on the third period. Not to mention, it was like 10. Sorry, back and Diego Tardelli with the ball against Quebec. Quebec's getting out forced. So Jose with a dangerous situation managed to. Oh, he doesn't manage to save it. And almost. Japanese is asking for a pause. The Brazilian star paused. somebody lagged out in the Brazilian team, and the other team didn't pass. But I think it cannot be done. So yeah, they're discussing that in Portuguese right now. Probably W didn't notice anyways. So right now, if you just join us, the Brazilians took the first game of the semifinals, and right now they're losing on the first period of the second game, 2-1 on the first period. SM misses an open net right now. It was a good opportunity. Good play there by Chavo. TNT passes to Japones, but Skepex blocks it. TNT going full speed, and Japones. TNT is the bumper in this game. Usually, Japones was the leading bumper, but on this game, is TNT who's doing the speed plays. Japones is being more careful than usual. He just steam bumps TNT while I say that, and Aquilino misses a chance there. Diego Tardelli pulling a counter attack. He's looking really weak on this game. Has just passed the ball to TNT, and it's 3-1. This game is escaping from the Chicken Dinner. It's only +2 right now, but once the Brazilians start taking the lead, it's hard to come back. So they need to strike back, and they need to strike back soon, or it's gonna escape them from. Shavuot now comes flying, and Quartelino passes to Jesse. Jesse is not looking good at all. Shavuot just ankled him. Japones and TNT going full speed all over the field right now. It's just starting to get confidence when they're flying like that. They are very confident, so it's really dangerous because it destabilizes your defense entirely. It also backfires a lot for them. W misses a chance there. He missed the X. Jesse takes a shot, and Diego Tardelli is not able to save it, so an important goal there for Jesse. 5 seconds to go on this first period of the second game. Japones takes a strong kickoff. It's not going to be enough, and it's 3-2. The Brazilians are leading. Some macro accusations in the chat, and that's really impossible to prove. You can just say everybody macros in this game. Uh, Especially the ones talking or some of the the guys that have been accused of macroing themselves. So, and now the second period started. The same lineups for both teams. And also Brycer gets subbed back in as Quartilino gets the bench. I think he should have benched Jesse instead. He was looking really weak on defense. It's highly unusual. He's usually very strong on defense. Their goalkeeper. Your goalkeeper is playing bad. You're not having much chances. No, Diego Tardelli passes to TNT. TNT misses the X, and he's just gonna have an open net and just misses again. Clear open net for Jesse, and he just missed the X. Really slow second period. Now W scores a great goal there. Can you remind me the score? Fuck. Can you remind me the score of the first? I was +1. The game is tied right now. Chavo driving the ball. W steals it from him. Diego Tardelli just gives the ball to the other team. Chavo is gonna take a strong counterattack. Surprise or blocks it. Now the Brazilians are looking deorganized again. They're being very slow and careful. Nobody's taking the ball. Opponents passes to Chavo. Great pass. The Chavo just gives the ball to Jesse. Both teams are being very cautious right now. Quebec maybe being a little extra cautious. Let's remember the Brazilians were a lot better on the red team. Oh, great bomb there by TNT, but just Chavo couldn't score. Good shot there by Japanese. 3 chicken D players on defense, so they're gonna take this counter attack and probably score here. Set takes a shot, but it's wide. Gives the ball to Diego Tardelli, who can't control it. So also can't control it. A lot of mistakes for both teams right now. There's just team bombs by Chavo just cost another goal for the other team. TNT is reclaiming to him that he shouldn't team bomb, and it's right. Oh, TNT almost on goes Chavo with a double team bomb again. He's probably get benched if this continues. Um, they usually boost, the Brazilians boost a lot, but these are team bombs, not boosts what Chavo is doing, especially on defense. TNT against W. TNT takes the ball. Right now it's +1 for Chicken Dean on this second game. Diego Tardelli has an opportunity now. He's gonna take the shot, but it's wide, hits the post. 4 Chicken Dean players on defense. Dangerous situation though, but could be a counter attack, and that is what's gonna happen now. Happiness own goals, and now it's +2 for the Chicken Dean. Is it +2 though? No, 3. Yeah, it's +2. Second period of the second game, and Chicken Dean are leading. So maybe the Brazilians are being too confident on this second game, and maybe we'll see a third game if the Chicken Dean keep this up. They're certainly capable of pulling a win against this team. Against Chavo Ocho, against with a triple team bomb, and just gives another goal to his to the other team. Japonese still doesn't react to it. I'm not sure he's noticing, but oh, another team bomb between Japonese and Chavo, and a lot of team bombs going on in the Brazilian side, giving a lot of mistakes, giving the goals for the other team. It's just costing them a lot. Diego Tardelli with a great save and takes a shot, but hits the post again. Unlucky shots this period for Diego Tardelli. Now TNT with an open net. W is gonna try to save it. TNT just waits, and the entire Chicken team fly in the net with a funny goal there. Strong kickoff there by W. Diego Tardelli waiting to pass. No one is taking this ball. Japonese misses the ball. Now Chavo coming. Is gonna make a mistake on defense. Luckily, nobody from the Chicken Dean are taking that opportunity. Chavo defensive. W is gonna score that against Diego Tardelli, and it's +3 again for Chicken Dean. With 30 seconds to go of the second period, this is going for the Chicken Dean. Great play there by Diego Tardelli. Key players missing for Brazilians is Montoli, who's one of their best players this cup and in the FSB as well. While for Chicken Dean, they're missing laggers, so both teams with some important player misses. 7 seconds to go, and this is gonna be. This period's gonna end like this. We're gonna see a third period. It's +3 for the Chicken Dean, and now we're gonna see the third period. If the Chicken Dean win this period or in this game, we're gonna see a third game to see who's gonna be the finalist. And Japonese is not making any substitutions so far. He's gonna keep Chavo, Diego Tardelli himself, and TNT. Yeah, he's not making any changes. W keeps the same team as well, benching Cortilino, and Rosberg was here earlier, and shout out to Hashtag who's asked for a shout out on the Twitch. The Brazilians are ready, they're ready to come back. Well, last game the Chicken Dean collapsed in the third period, so let's see if that happens again. It was clearly a mental collapse overall. And Surprisor's gonna get benched for the third period. Cortilino's gonna sub him in. So hopefully that doesn't backfire. And Happiness is ready. Both teams are ready, and the third period has started. Brazilians are down by 3. Great bumps there by Diego Tardelli. This TNT misses the X. Could have been a goal there. Happiness waiting for the bumps. Takes a very weak X. Now team bumps between TNT and Diego Tardelli as chickened in on a really bad defensive situation right now. W saving his team from a lot of goals right now. Chavo passes to TNT. TNT passes to Diego Tardelli. Great pass there by TNT. And now Hesea on defense has been weak so far. Happiness steals the ball from him. TNT comes flying but doesn't hit anything. So the Brazilians, if the Brazilians win this game, they're just gonna advance to the semifinals. So right now, it's all the pressure is on. TNT gets on the way from what had been a Diego Tardelli goal. Now Japones and Diego Tardelli team up each other in front of the net. They had an easy goal. Now Japones not looking, not looking happy about it. Chavo attempting some trick shot on Jose. Brazilians with an opportunity, and Diego Tardelli with a great control on the wall and scores only +2 now for Chicken Dean. And this is how it started last game. They got one innocent goal in the third period, and then they collapse. And let's see if it doesn't happen again. Diego Tardelli takes a shot, Japones takes a shot, he doesn't save, and TNT now scores. And again, the Chicken Dean are collapsing on the third period. It's only +1. They're losing their important lead they have, and now they got a good goal there by Cortelino. Chavo just steam bombs his goalkeeper. A big mistake there, and he takes the kickoff. See against Japones, Chavo's taking a while to take this ball and just makes another mistake there. Big team bomb again between Japones and Chavo. Just Chavo is ball hogging a lot. Takes a shot and it's good. The goal. TNT steals it and it's plus. Fuck, it's +1 or +2. Somebody in chat. Sure, is it +1 or +2 right now? Sorry. Somebody say. Somebody say. I fucking lost track. I think it's +1 only for Chicken Dean, and TNT takes the shot. Cortilino saves it. Japón is asking for a pass, but game can't be passed, and Diego Tardelli scores. The game is paused now. Brazilians are having some issues with the ping of one of their players, and yeah, the game is tied right now. Thank you. The Brazilians have one important player in the bench, hashtag, so but he's cold though, so it's risky to put him on the third period with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. It could really backfire, but it's better to have a player than having a laggy player. Monk is just calling it now on the chat, on the Twitch chat. Just Monk told us all that Brazilians will win. Just devastated the Chicken Dinner's hope for a win. Monk Stradamus is just called the game. Well, I have to say I think the same. The Brazilians are looking stronger, but where I learn English, I don't know. I learn English online. I went to Institute Online and learned English there. Sorry. So the game is now paused. Chabudach is gonna take this kickoff. Oh no, W is gonna take the kickoff. I'm sorry. The game is tight. Big mistake there between all the Brazilians, but Essays takes a weak shot. It's why Diego Tardelli holding strong on defense. Kepek misses the X. Counter attack for the Brazilians. Dangerous situation for the Chicken Dean now. All goals from Chicken Dean come from counter attacks after some Brazilian mistake on offense. So while not the same can be said about the Brazilians, they're making a lot of plays and passes. While the Chicken Dean are just holding tight on defense and counter attacking. Great boost there between Chavo and TNT for to save that because it was gonna be a counter attack. Oh, Cortiliño making a mistake. It saves it. Diego Tardelli takes a shot. Chavo scores an important goal to take this lead on the third period, and this could be a crucial goal for the Brazilians because it's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, and Chicken Dean need to win the game or they're gonna lose the semifinals. And now it's +2. Brazilians are starting to take an important lead with only 1 minute to go, and if you know this, with 1 minute to go, you start really feeling the pressure that it's gonna escape from you. Now there's gonna be a lot of flying situations. Cortiliño steals the ball in the midfield and scores important goal there for Cortiliño. Now it's +1 only. 1 minute to go. Diego Tardelli is gonna take a strong shot. Skepex deflecting it. Important save there by TNT. He just passes back to his taking a shot, and TNT misses it. The game is tight with 50 seconds to go. Now the Brazilians, it's back and forth right now. Both teams are making mistakes. Chavo taking a while to control this ball. He's finally gonna go bump and makes a double bomb now. Triple bomb there. TNT takes a shot. His own goals. He cannot save it. It's +1 for Brazilians with 30 seconds to go. Now W is gonna take an important kickoff for his team. W score. W. Oh, Cortiliño takes a shot, but W blocks it on the line. It was by accident though. Now there's still hope with 10 seconds to go. The ball is in front of the net of the Chicken Dean. TNT is missing. A lot of nervousness. An own goal by the Chicken Dean is +2, and the Brazilians are gonna win this semifinal, guys. Good game. No third game. Both games were won by the Brazilians. A lot of KKK and good games are exchanged, and the whole Chicken Dean left real quick after this win. So it was a really strong game for both teams, but finally Brazilians took it on the third period of both games. They managed to win it. The Chicken Dean just collapsed on both of the third periods. They were leading. So that's it for tonight, guys. The other semifinal is gonna be on Saturday. No, yeah, on Saturday at 11 p.m. European time. Between, let me check one moment. Sorry. It's going to be between All Stars, the Turkish team, led by Sekir and Shanik, and Super Acquaintances, I'm sorry, who's led by Captain JSJS, and who are the favorites to win this cup. But let's just notice what just happened. The Brazilians knocked out one of the favorites to win this cup with Chicken Dean. They just knocked them out on this game. Solid win for the Brazilians, and they're gonna be on the final, waiting for their opponent. It's gonna be either Super Acquaintances or All Star. And the finals are forced on Sunday. Not sure the time yet, but the other semifinals on Saturday and the finals on Sunday. So that's it for tonight, guys. Really good game. Good night.